In news across America tonight, a shocking discovery in Detroit, an animal found buried alive. And wait until you hear why it happened. Fox's Jessica Dubnak with more from the woman who tried to help save the animal.
I'm like, oh my goodness, is this for real? Somebody buried this dog alive.
For this dog lover, she could not comprehend. She was digging up a dog with her own hands, buried alive behind an apartment in southwest Detroit last Friday.
I wake up and I go to the bathroom. I hear this dog yelping and crying. I checked both basements in the buildings. I don't see anything.
The cries, they didn't stop. She had to look again.
The second time around, I see the ground moving. I saw his little nose poking out. Started digging at the ground.
When she got his head unburied, she recognized him as a neighbor's dog in a neighboring apartment, an old sweet boy, she remembers.
His eyes were crying. There was dirt all over in his ears and his eyes. He kept crying like, how could you do this to me? He would put his head, however he could lift it up, in between my ankles, just crying and crying. And that killed me, killed my soul.
This is one of the saddest cases.
The dog ended up in the care of Detroit Pit Crew Dog Rescue after Detroit Animal Control responded and picked him up. Sadly, he didn't make it.
He was with us a little over 12 hours before we had to make the hard decision to have him humanely euthanized because he just was continuing to decline.
Teresa Sumter, who runs Detroit Pit Crew, says it's unclear how long the dog was buried suffering.
When your animal starts getting older, just like people get older, we don't bury them alive. You know, we take them to medical facilities for care. We take them to doctor's appointments.
They named him Ghost. Here he is eating a treat before he was put down. The case will now be handed over to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office for possible charges against his owner.
It's sad, but at least he went out in a good way instead of having to suffer under the ground.
The woman who rescued Ghost says that his owner was moving to a new apartment that didn't allow dogs, and that's why he says he buried him alive. Jessica Dubnak, Fox News.